Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks. Carl Rayner, Home and Hearth Realty. Please come in. Isn't it something? You're my first visitors. Ever. I just got my real estate license last week and this is my first open house. There's coffee in the kitchen and help yourselves to the information sheets right over there. Here you go. Everything you need to know about the house. Notice the new price. It just came down $3,000. Perhaps you care for some coffee, Mr.
Smith.
Smith, of course. Well, ready for the grand tour? Where would you like to start?
We're just looking.
Sure. Sure. Well, we call this the living room. Kitchen, family room, half bath are all this way. Upstairs, of course, 3 bedrooms, full bath, and ensuite. Is it just the 2 of you, or do you have a family? Did you notice the ravine out back? The property backs right onto it. It's really quite beautiful. I'll bet in the fall
We're just looking.
I think we've established that. Silly me.
Hello.
Would you folks excuse me
Hi, how's it going?
Fine, very well. Come on in. There's coffee in the kitchen and help yourself to the information sheets right over there.
That's okay, honey. I'm not buying. At least not this place. I just thought I'd drop in to see how I can help out. I'm Evelyn Cole. The Driscolls. You know, the vendors. They know about me.
Oh, Carl Rayner, Home and Hearth Realty.
Actually, I already bought a house, conditional on the sale of my place.
Congratulations.
And somebody's bought my place, and Mr. Thatcher, conditional on the sale of his place.
Well, is Mr. Thatcher in need of a realtor?
Well, the buyers of Mr. Thatcher's house are George and Sarah Driscoll, and that deal is conditional on, guess what?
Oh, the sale of this place.
You got it. There's a whole line of people just waiting for this house to sell. And I'll tell you, dearie, the closing dates are getting a little bit too close for comfort.
Well, then wish me luck. This is my first open house, and already there's a lovely couple upstairs looking at the 2nd floor.
Really? Leave them to me, honey.
What?
You are so cute. You have a girlfriend. I have a niece. She's a podiatrist. We'll talk later.
Miss Cole? Miss Cole, Evelyn.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I really think you should let me handle.
Relax. Don't give it another thought. Remember, I got a lot riding on this. You are so cute. I think I'll keep you for myself. Only kidding.
Well, I've got a lot riding on this too, so just please take it easy on those
How are you fine folks doing
people.
today?
Hi. Welcome. Please come in. Carl Rayner, Home and Hearth Realty.
Peter Simmons, my wife Linda.
Linda, nice to meet you.
Oh, this house is lovely. I want this house.
You said that about the last place.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get you some information sheets and we'll take a look around.
Great, thanks. Oh, honey, look. The property is so lovely with the woodlands right up back. Look, honey, look. Oh, look at this big kitchen. I could have big parties here.
I sure hope there aren't any plans for a shopping mall going up there or a high-rise burger joint.
The city owns the land, so nobody can do that.
That's good.
Would you like to see the rest of the house?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Good morning. Make yourself at home. The information sheets are on the coffee table.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm here to help.
Help?
Yes, I'm here to help sell the house.
What is this? Do the scouts have a real estate badge nowadays?
Don't worry, pal. I come to all the open houses here. The vendors of this house are waiting to sell so they can move into my house. Then I can move into Evelyn's. It's a very long story.
Mr. Thatcher?
Yes, Ross Thatcher.
I think I've heard it. Miss Cole is upstairs jeopardizing a possible sale to a couple named Smith as we speak.
Well, great. Then I'll take the folks down here.
Oh? No, you don't. You stay right there. Help yourselves to some coffee in the kitchen, folks. Be with you in just a moment. Mr. Thatcher, I admit I'm new to this job. But nowhere in the training I've received did I hear anything about a bunch of amateurs running around an open house trying to play real estate agent. That's me, it's my job. And while it's nice of you to want to help, I must insist that you and Miss Cole please leave the selling work to me.
Look, buddy, this is just a small commission to you. To Evelyn, the Driscolls, and myself, it is a couple of $1 million worth of property just sitting around waiting to change hands. We've got our whole lives tied up in this, not just some picture on the wall for Salesman of the Month. So I don't give a damn what your training says. George and Sarah said they'll take any help they can in selling this house, and since they still own it, I think you've been overruled. Excuse me. Hey, folks, what can I do to give you some assistance? Can I show you around? What can I do to help you?
Fred, can I call you back? Well, there are these strange people who've shown up here and refused to leave. It's like getting in-laws without getting the toaster. Sure. What is it? Landfill site? What landfill site? Oh, proposed landfill site, I see. Well, where's this going to be? You're not serious. Are you sure this is the ravine they're talking about? What a crime. It's such a scenic place. There's a whole block of houses here which will end up backing out. Just a moment, Fred.
Upstairs because I really want to know if my king size
I'll
bed.
meet with you folks in just a moment. Have you seen the basement? Take a look. It is nice and dry with no smell of garbage. I mean must. No musty smell, none whatsoever.
Sir, but I really want to go see the upstairs because I have a king size bed and
No. You start at the bottom and you work your way up. That's how you're supposed to do it. Check it out. Brand new copper plumbing, 100 amp service. Mr. Thatcher, if you'd like to be of help, please show these fine people the basement.
You got it.
Thank you so much. What am I supposed to do now, Fred? Get a short closing. What do you mean, get a short closing? When is this dumb thing supposed to happen? 3 months? How'd you find out about it if they aren't going to publicly announce it for 3 months? Yes, no, of course, I wouldn't want you to reveal your sources at City Hall. Okay, let me get this straight. You want me to unload this place on the first suckers who will close in 60 days or less, and you don't care what price? What do the vendors have to say about this? Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
Garbage?
No, not here, never. It's just a dirty rumor.
Rachel Cooper.
Carl Rayner.
This is my husband.
Jim.
Jim, let me take care of that for you. I'll just put it in the garbage bin. Just a little bit of garbage in it, not very much at all.
We were wondering if the assessment figure you have here is right. It seems a little high.
That's because of the woodlands out back, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's bound to come down eventually.
The assessment?
The woodlands. I mean the price.
Oh, so there is room for negotiation.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Jim! Look, what a lovely view.
Wouldn't take much to beat the view we have now. This lady gardening in her shorts and halter top? They don't make shorts and halter tops in her size. It's not a pretty sight, if you know what I mean.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
If you'll excuse me, I need to check on some people upstairs. Please, feel free to look the place over, and I'll be around if you have any questions.
Thanks.
That was the first and last time I've ever tried fishing for largemouth bass. I mean, you try puking your guts out in 30-foot wave. And the guy we're chartering the boat from, I'm tossing my cookies. He's drunk as a skunk. And I just wanted to go home. I could never go home. The fish, I'm like going like this, holding onto the fish forever.
Evelyn, I need it. No.
Just what the heck do you think you're doing there?
Is that your sprinkler? Is that your sprinkler? Are you aware that you left it pointing right into that window over there? I don't think your neighbors the Driscolls would appreciate that. It makes it a little difficult to sell their home where you've got a lake where the living room should be.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. I see your point.
Thank you! I'm sorry. Call Rainer. Home and Hearth Realty.
What a shame. I was hoping you might be my new neighbor.
Well, that doesn't mean we still can't be neighborly.
Now I ask you, does a good neighbor get another neighbor all wet and panting?
Sometimes wet and panting can be nice. Miss
Rhonda Perry.
Perry.
This is my dog Peaches.
Peaches. Well, maybe I can take you up on your offer sometime when I'm not working.
On second thought, maybe not. I doubt I'd get anything out of it that I couldn't get from washing my dog. Toodaloo, Mr. Rainer.
Why? I need to talk to you two.
Well, we were just talking about the Smiths, John and Mary.
John and Mary.
Original, huh?
Where are they now?
Up in the attic, I think. The funny thing is, I could swear they were at the open house for my new place.
And I think they were at Evelyn's house when I bought it.
Well, some people like to attend open houses. They get decorating ideas and a chance to say my house is nicer than this one. Anyway, I have something far more important to talk to you about.
You think we're getting in the way?
No. You guys are doing a fine job. I have some water to clean up, so I'd appreciate any help you could give me. In fact, let's turn up the heat, okay? Let's really dazzle them.
Right, sure thing, honey.
We could have this place sold by today if we turn up the heat.
Okay, yes.
Get a short closing. My butt. Make me do your dirty work, will you? Not a chance. Carl Rainer's nobody's bitch. I'm gonna toss my values in the dump with the rest of you sleazeballs. It certainly won't be for a lousy 3% commission. Just a little accident. Not me, the garden hose. Woo! It's a good thing the Driscolls keep lots of towels handy. I hear the roof leaks like a sieve. Oh, and of course, you folks carry plenty of flood and tornado insurance, don't you? Excuse me. I'm sorry. The health department hasn't lifted their quarantine on the house yet. Try us again next week, and bye-bye. It's expensive. There you are. Say, do you folks like beer?
I'm not particular to it, but Peter has one occasionally.
Oh, you are gonna love your next door neighbor's home brew. He cranks it up in the fall and until spring. That's all you can smell around here. I hear it's especially nice in April when he finally perfects the recipe. Up until then, it's touch and go.
Yes, well, thanks for the coffee, and I think we've seen all we need to, so
Oh, that's
we'll
a
be on
shame.
our way now.
Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye now. Hi there. I trust you've had a nice chat.
Oh, sure I have, Carl. Mr. and Mrs. Cooper here have some very good news for you.
Oh,
Yes, I think these wonderful people want to make an offer on the house.
really?
Yes, we'd like to submit an offer.
You would?
There, you see? You had nothing to worry about with Evelyn and I helping out.
Of course. Of course.
Now, my wife and I have a few problems with the house as it stands, and we feel we'll be making considerable renovations once we take over.
So we're offering a bit less than the asking price.
The offer is clean and unconditional. We're prepared to close in 30 days, and since we haven't enlisted the services of an agent,
You'll get the whole commission.
my name and phone number are on there too. Take the time to talk it over with the vendors.
Get back to us whenever you like.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, if you have any reservations about the house, why don't you hold fire until a later date?
What?
Mr. Rayner, what are you talking about?
I just hate to see anybody charging in when they're unsure.
I don't know what you're talking about, Carl. Mr. Thatcher and I have gone over everything with the Coopers a couple of times. That's what we've been busy doing all morning. What have you been doing?
Well, among other things, I've been cleaning up water spills. Perhaps the Coopers would like to know how much damage the neighbor's errant garden hose caused before they make a commitment.
Mr. Rayner, if you don't feel you're up to handling this job, I will personally find someone who is.
Maybe you should do that, Mr. Thatcher.
Mr. Rayner, consult with your office before you make a decision like this.
Mr. Cooper, this offer is little more than half the listing price.
I know. And before you reject it out of hand, talk to your people.
Have you been in touch with your office lately?
No. No, I haven't. Before we go any further, let me get in touch with them and see what they think.
Fine.
Evelyn Ross, why don't you get these folks some coffee and relax a minute while I phone in?
That's more like it. Rachel, Jim, how would you like your coffee?
Black, please.
Okay.
You could get me some, that would be great. I'm gonna sit down.
Fred, Carl at the dump site. Yeah. Well, we have a buyer. Mm-hmm. They're offering about half the list price with a 30-day closing. I know you said take the money and run, Fred, but listen, I need to ask you something. Where'd you find out about this landfill site? I know, a secret source, I know, but I wouldn't be asking you if it wasn't important, Fred. Please. I see. Interesting. I'll call you back, Fred. Bye. Hi, can you connect me to City Hall, please? Thank you. Councilman Merchant's office, please. Thank you. Hi, is Councilman Merchant in? You know, actually, no, I don't need to speak with him. I'm a friend of Jim and Rachel Cooper. Do you know them? I see. Right. Right. Pardon? No, I was just calling to say hello. Goodbye. Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, I'm glad to see you're being properly looked after.
Oh, yes, quite well, thank you.
This is such a strange world we live in, don't you think?
You're so right. You never know what will happen next.
Oh, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Unless you can bypass all that luck and fate stuff. It's so inconvenient. Good planning. That's the key, I believe.
You're probably right.
Take today, for instance. I get a call this morning informing me that a big, smelly landfill site is going in right back here in this ravine.
What? You gotta be kidding.
The tip came from someone in the office of a certain city councilman. And wouldn't you know the coincidence? The councilman's sister and brother-in-law just happened to walk in here and offer half the list price with a short closing.
Just what are you saying, Mr. Rayner?
I'm just remarking on coincidence as a concept, Mr. Cooper. Mr. Thatcher, take care of that. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, let's get this offer in writing, signed, and witnessed, and we'll see which way the sparks fly.
I don't think I like what you're insinuating. I think it's time for Rachel and I to go.
Fine. Fine. Thanks for stopping by, folks. If anything else comes to mind, just remember, I still have the offer with your name and phone number in your handwriting. Have a nice day.
What the hell are we gonna do now?
Easy, Mr. Thatcher. I doubt there's a landfill site going in here. The fact that they ran out of here with their tails tucked between their legs assures me of that.
Well, at least they were ready to make us an offer.